Hi, Dan again. Welcome back. It's great to see that you've come back. That means that you've referred your friends to the Boss Buster community, and I really appreciate that. Now, just before we get started, two quick things. Same things as last time. Just wanted to remind you, there's no way back to this page, so just make sure you bookmark it so you can find it again. So that's the first one. The second one is you'll find a bunch of links on this page and throughout the tutorials, links to various services. Now, if you are going to take advantage of your free money, and why wouldn't you, please make sure that you use my links. And the reason for this is that when you do that, I get a bit of a commission in most cases. Now, it doesn't cost you anything at all, but it just lets me keep the great free content coming. So much appreciate that. Okay, so about the free money. You wouldn't believe it, but again, it's in the gambling industry. Now, I'm a little bit concerned here that everyone's going to think I'm this big gambler. Now, nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, the most I would ever bet is $20, which I'd bet like all night at a game of poker with my friends. I'm really not a big gambler, and I just want to stress again that even though this is within the gambling industry, it is not gambling. You'll see as we go along, you've got mathematics on your side, and it's not gambling, but it is in the gambling industry. Okay, so enough about all that. Let's get into it. What's all this about? Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to run through really quickly with you the basic concept of casino scalping. That's basically what it's called, what we're going to do now. Okay, so online casinos, in much the same way as the sports books, which we've already discussed, massively competitive industry. It's multi-billion-dollar industry, and in order to try and win your business, what they do, again, they give you free money to bet with. So, for example, you might fund your account with $100. They might give you a whole another $100 to bet with. Generally, the bonuses are higher with the casinos than they are with the sports books. Of course, they've got a catch similar to last time, and we'll run through that in more detail later. But suffice to say, for now, we've got this free money in which to bet. Now, the reason they don't mind doing that is because they know that most punters are just going to get the money and basically lose it back anyway, which is fine if you're just in it to have a little bit of fun and make a little bit of money, but we're not in it for fun, we're here to make money. It's a big difference, and it's by taking this bonus intelligently that we can turn what looks on the face of it like odds that are well and truly against us and turn it into our advantage, and we can actually profit from this. Now, obviously, the casinos aren't going to let us just give us this money and let us just take it out and grab it straight away. They do have what's called a wagering requirement or a rollover requirement, same as the sports books. Which means basically, if you haven't already watched that one, it basically means that we need to bet a certain amount before we can take our bonus out. As an example, a bonus might be that if you deposit $100, this particular casino might give you a $100 bonus. Now, this particular casino might make us turn over 20 times the value of both the bonus and the deposit. So $200 times 20, you might have to roll over $4,000. So you have to make $4,000 worth of bets in order to withdraw your money. So it sounds daunting, right? Well, it's not as scary as it might first appear. So our game of choice is blackjack, where possible, because this game has the lowest house margin, or in other words, the lowest advantage over us, the player. So there's a few slight variations on the rules that can change things a little within blackjack, but generally the house edge of blackjack is about 0.5% if you play it correctly, and I'll get more into that a bit later on. So this means that we can expect to lose about 0.5% of our total action or our total amount turned over. So if we made 50 bets at $2 each, that means we've turned over $100, we could expect to lose just 50 cents. According to the odds against us. Obviously, sometimes we'll do better, sometimes we'll do worse. You might have noticed that I mentioned in there, if we play correctly, then the house odds are 0.5%. Now, in blackjack, for every hand that you've got and the dealer's got, there is actually, statistically speaking, a correct thing to do. There's a right and a wrong answer, which is obviously a lot different to a lot of other games. Now, I'm going to get through that in more detail in the next video. or actually I think it might be the one after that, but I will teach you in more detail. Even if you don't know how to play blackjack at all, I'm going to teach you how to do that. It's really, really simple, so don't worry about that at all. So back to our example. We know we have to turn over 20 times the deposit plus bonus, and which basically means we need to turn over $4,000 before we can withdraw the bonus amount. So 0.5% of $4,000 is $20. So this is the amount that we should lose on average when we play through $4,000 worth of bets, if we're neither lucky nor unlucky. Now just remember though that the casino has actually given us $100 to play with. So after betting our $4,000 worth of online blackjack, we can expect to have around $180 in our account because we've lost 20 from the 200, which is a net gain of $80. Now the end result might fall a little bit above or below the $80 mark. It's going to vary each time you do it, obviously, but over the long run, it's going to pretty much even out, and that's about what you're going to do. Obviously, that's with this particular casino's 20 times rollover. Some will have more, some will have less. But the point is that you're playing with a mathematical advantage that turns what otherwise would be a losing situation, which, as you know, most casinos, if you bet long term, you're going to lose, and turn that into a positive one. So that pretty much explains it. The idea is you take your bonus, you play through the required amount, and you cash out your bonus. Pretty simple, really. Now, just remember, if you don't know how to play blackjack, or even if you know how to play blackjack but you don't know about this perfect blackjack, I'm going to teach that in an upcoming video. It's really, really simple. I guarantee anyone can do it, and you can even practice without real money. So definitely worth sticking around and checking out the rest of these tutorials. See you in the next video.